Oh, I can't believe it either still. Genuinely, cannot believe it. We're in the Championship. How has this happened? So hello and welcome back to the Wrexham Way. Hope you're all doing well today and looking forward to today's episode. And spoilers, by the way, I've already said we're in the Championship. We won the playoffs in Saturday's episode, which was pretty exciting. So we're here in the second tier of English football. And this one surely has to be the season that we struggle, right? Anyway, coming up today, we have a transfer window to try and prepare for life in the Championship. And I'll be honest, I think we're going to struggle quite a bit today. Quite a bit indeed. So before we jump into things and I tell you why we're going to struggle this coming season, make sure you do drop a like on the video for me. Subscribe to the channel if you're new around here, and of course leave a comment down below on the YouTube video comment section for the algorithm. I messed that sentence up, didn't I? Not redoing it though, because we've got no time to lose today. We need to get into this. So you joined me on the 1st of June, actually, which is a few days before the transfer window opens, but it is the first day we can start offering contracts to players who have a contract expiring at the end of June. And I want to do it ASAP so we're not missing out on some targets, because I think it's going to be a really difficult transfer window for us this time around. We'll start off though by looking at the team actually. We're looking at the team. Now, these are the players that I think we're going to try and keep hold of and sort of use in the team. So you know what I like to do? I like to have my first 11 and then an 11 of backup players in each position on the bench, essentially. I like to have a squad of 22 players. For me, I think Chris Johns is a fantastic keeper, did very well this past season, so I'm pretty happy with him. And then, of course, Lennon, Oliver Street and Aaron Hayden. Aaron Hayden's probably on paper the best defender that we have. Lennon has won Player of the Year for League 2 and League 1, so it only makes sense that he stays with us to play with us for another season in the Championship. And then, of course, Oliver Street is our youngster coming through, who had a fantastic season last time out, a 7.22 in his last 5 games. In all competitions, it was a 7.13, so very happy with our back three, basically. Of course, Bryce Hosanna is a Championship level player, at least Championship potential. He could be a leading League 1 player it's dropped down to now. But still, I think Bryce Hosanna is a good player and could cut it in the Championship. Left wing back though, Romani Medford-Smith had a very good season with us, a 7.18 average rating. But good League 2 player, supposedly, good for League 1 in the future. Crossing and dribbling maybe a little bit low. I'd like to think he's only going to be back up this season. James Jones obviously stays in the middle, and Jim McBangle had a pretty good season with us, his first full season at the club. Made a big jump up from National League North to League 1, but I think did it very comfortably, and I'd like to give him a shot in the Championship. Obviously no attacking midfielders because Carney came in on loan, so did the other guy, Ben Lloyd. So both Carney and Ben Lloyd will go back. Ben Lloyd will go back because he broke his leg and I don't like him. Carney was far too expensive, but we had to do it for half a season. And then, of course, our backup right back, Finn Stevens, for the second half of the season is going to Toronto, which is rather annoying. But then, of course, up front, I have no qualms with putting George Alexander and Paul Mullin up there. The bench, though, for me, we only actually have 2 players in defence. We need to do a lot of recruitment of defensive players, so no goalkeeper, no right back. Kofi Balmer, happy with him as a backup player. Medford Smith, happy with him as a backup player, but we could do with a couple of centre-backs. Jem Finley and Louis Thompson, I'm kind of happy with those guys as the backup centre-mids for now. Rob Street as a backup striker, but I have promoted one player who was out on loan this past season, and that is a Mario Cozier-Dubry, who was out on loan at Barnet this past season, who won the National League, and on his way he got 11 goals and 14 assists. I think that's pretty good going. So he won't be a starter for us, and actually he is more of a winger as opposed to an attacking midfielder, but did play as a shadow striker this past season at Barnet, which is why he's got so many goals, I think. But I think it's definitely worth a shot. He's got Championship potential, League 2 current ability, which is obviously not quite ideal for us right now, but as a backup player, I think will be worth it. What that means is we have all of these players down here that I'm not sure what to do with. I know what to do with them, what to sell them. Apart from Serene, because he's a good keeper, but he's just never improved. He's never really improved, which is rather annoying. So we'll unhighlight him. And then, of course, Gary down here at the bottom. I've clicked on Spain by accident there. I didn't mean to do that. He still can't get a work permit, which is really annoying. So I want to keep him around, but I don't know what to do with him because he can't get a work permit. So the loan players will go back, and then Shepard, Tozer, Clark and Boys will either be released or try to be sold. So there are plenty of gaps in this team right now, and as I say, it's the 1st of June. I want to try and fill it with some free transfers, and if I go to my shortlist, we've got a few players here who I think could cut the mustard. So we'll just go from the top and go down for some players that I think we could try and sign. The first one is Ruben Colwill, who I found currently playing for Cardiff, 22 years old, Welsh with 12 caps for the international team, plays as an attacking midfielder, but isn't really playing for Cardiff at all. Has a contract about to expire, and I would like to bring him in. Now, it does say League One current ability championship potential. Let me just preface this. If I go to player search and I clear absolutely everything, and we just literally have a list of players who are interested in signing for us that we've got scouted out. Supposedly, this guy has the best current ability, good League One player. Like, there are no players with championship current ability, according to our scouts, that want to join us. I mean, this guy, no nonsense centre back, 27, League One current ability. Like, there's no one championship level. So literally everyone that we're trying to sign is probably not good enough for the championship. Maybe good enough for like a relegation threatened team in the championship, like Wrexham, but it's going to be difficult. So I just thought I'd preface that before you start telling me, Tom, look for players with championship current ability. I've tried. I really have done. It's not worked out very well. But Ruben, I think overall actually does look like a pretty decent player. There's no real weakness to it. There's no real big strength to his game, but no real weakness to it. Has played Premier League games, as you can see. Has had 2 appearances in the Premier League this season. If we go onto the screen, you can see 2 appearances in the Premier League, both substitutes, but actually played 20 games in the Premier League the season before that. So, you know, he's obviously played football at a good level. So let's see if he wants to join us. And he does want to join us as an important player, which is fine, but wants to have a player to help him settle. I mean, get out of here. No, wants to be an advanced playmaker. Let's try and get rid of that one as well. Just important player is absolutely fine. He says yes. Now the contract, it does say down here 3.4 to 4.4k per week, which is well within our budgets. 3.8. Okay, hang on. Cardiff due 1.2 million in compensation. This might be behind my head. Why is that? Why is that a thing? Is it because he's under 22? That can't. Surely not. Why is that a thing? Why are they due compensation? I really don't know. Understand that. Is it because he's a young player? But that's surely not the case. Although when we've signed young players in the past on pre-contract, it's because they actually are being told they're being released. I want to hold off. I'm not making a contract bid knowing that there's 1.2 million at stake. We can just wait a month for him. So, I mean, they're all pretty young. I'm concerned about this now. Let's move on to Loic Mbiso, currently playing for Nottingham Forest. Now, the issue here is a work permit. Same thing as, if I can click on the... Why can I not click on the... Stop moving around. I just want to know... Right. Information. It must be on here somewhere. Okay, well, I can't find it, basically. But it does say... Oh, it would probably fail to get a work permit. Here we go. Reports. Would probably fail to get a work permit. Right. I mean, we'll try it out. We'll try it out. The worst thing we can do... He can be a star player because he's a very good player, right? We'll make him a star player, right? The worst thing we can do is just offer him a contract and it turns out he can't get a work permit. That's the worst thing that could happen. So let's just offer a contract and see what happens. Maybe pay him, you know, $4,000 a week, because that might be enough for work permit regulations, maybe. I don't quite know how the work permits work, if I'm honest with you. But let's get rid of that sell on percentage fee and promotion wage rise. And you can have that thing in there as well. Give him what he wants, because it's probably going to get rejected anyway. That's at least one player down. So not a great start, I'll be honest. One player, £1.2 million in compensation. The other player probably won't get a work permit. But look, we'll carry on. Sean Raggett. I love Sean Raggett, an absolute hero at Lincoln City in the past. Played for us for a couple of seasons or so, and was pretty good, I must say, for us in in the National League and League Two. Was a big star for us as we went through the FA Cup a few years ago. Been at Portsmouth for a long time in game, and done a good job in the Championship for them as well. So has Championship experience, good League One level apparently, but Sean Raggett for me, aerial threat, 6'5", 15 heading, 17 jumping reach. It's what we need. So Sean Raggett, important player, not star player. Right, star player it is then. $11,000 a week. I mean, we can offer you, 10.25. Thing is, you're not worth that, Sean Raggett. You're not worth £500,000 a season in wages. If we can bring this down to a more reasonable, I'll give you 6 if you want. That seems a lot more reasonable. I mean, that's huge amounts of money. That seems like a big discount, though. Get rid of that. Suggest. This is going to be a tough negotiation, this one. 6. 9. Right, let's keep bringing it down. 6.25. 9. Not happening then. Right. 3 from 3, not looking. What? I'll be honest, maybe before I started recording, I should have tested these players out to see if they actually want to sign a contract and then, go back to the start. And I didn't do that, did I? Ronnie Stutter up next. A very good striker. Why can I offer him a contract? Oh, he's literally signed a new contract with Chelsea 3 days ago. Great. Well, he's a League 2 quality player, but Premier League standard in the future. I thought, great, let's get a Premier League potential player in. We can't. All right, 4 from 4. Not right. Hopefully, we're going to hit a home run here, though, with Ben Williams. Currently plays for Barnsley. Is a left back / left wing back. Is probably better than Medford Smith, I'll be honest with you. Welsh as well. Played at Barnsley for a long time. Has championship potential. Championship, appearances to his name. Has played in the Championship. League One. I don't really care too much at this stage. I just want to play through a door. Right. Ben Williams. Squad player. That's... fills me with dread a little bit, but okay, squad player. We just 1.6. Okay, nice contract. A player that we need to bring in. Yes, 2-year deal. Look, 1.5. Can you do that, lads? I mean, maybe bring the appearance fee down as well to like 500, and get rid of the unused substitute fee. I mean, look, bring it down again. 550. Oh, it's gone orange already. 1.6, 700. Surely, there we go. Deal. So congratulations. We've got one. We've got one player coming in at least, maybe. We've also got Cameron John, who is another centre-back / left back. I don't think he's... Oh, is he meant to be my... What did I see in this guy? There must have been something. Because now I'm looking at him again. He doesn't look that brilliant, if I'm honest with you. A left-footed centre-back on the back. He's a left-footed centre-back who can be back up. That's probably what he's meant to be, I'll be honest with you. Squad player is fine. I'll be honest, with $5,000 a week as a squad player. Well, let's get rid of the promotion wage rise and the unused substitute fee. You're a backup player, so you can have a big appearance fee if you want to, but we need to bring this wage down to like $3,500 a week. He wants 5. 3.7, 4.8, 3.9, 4.6, 4.1, 4.5, 4.2. He agrees. Okay. That is quite expensive, but we are still paying Ben Tozer $4,000 a week. So it's only a little bit of a pay increase on Ben Tozer, but a lot better of a player. And then finally, we get down to this chap down here, who is called Gundy Johnson, who is a goalkeeper from Iceland, 18 years old, and we can approach to sign him, but I'm now panicking that... Obviously, backup player for us, National League potential in the Championship, so obviously a backup player for us. But I'm now worried there's going to be a big compensation issue or deal with this. Or work permits, which are down here now, discussing work permits. Has he made any international appearances at all? Under 21 caps. That's promising. He might hit the first team at some point. Let's give him a 3-year deal on... basically whatever he wants. Get rid of some of these wage rise things here. But yeah, that'll do, lad. That'll do. And then hopefully we'll get you in for something. So I'll be honest, this has not started off very well at all, has it? Oh, and now we've put a contract in for Loic. Dinamo Zagreb, Stuttgart and Al Ahly are interested in him as well. So even... I don't think he's going to come to us, if I'm honest with you. Right, well, today's episode has not started very well. And I thought, right, get some players lined up that you want to sign, Tom. That way, get them in nice and early. No need to panic. I'm panicking. The transfer window hasn't even opened yet, and I'm panicking. This is good news, though. We can calm ourselves down a little bit with good news that our young players... are doing very well. Jaden Williams and Tino, they both helped Rochdale win League 2. Congratulations, lads. And Kai Corbett also helped Oldham secure promotion from League 2. So League 2, if we have a look at the league table, Rochdale Oldham first and second, and our players were there. In fact, this season we had some really good players out on loan. Obviously Barnet got promoted, Oldham got, promoted, Rochdale got promoted, Solihull Moors didn't. You hate to see it. Doncaster were terrible this season. I say, well, 5th in League 2, lost the playoff final, I think, didn't say. Playoffs, final, lost the final. Okay, so unlucky there. Alfreton, how do they get on? Not so good in the National League North, but still, side that Evans had a good little loan spell there. So a lot of our youngsters are doing very, very well. James Fotheringham, 12 goals in Sutton United's League 2 team. And Sutton came, 22nd in League 2. But again, James Fotheringham, if I remember correctly, he was with Kingsland Town, 14 goals there in the team that got relegated. Sutton have just not been relegated, nearly relegated, but 12 goals there. Like, he scores a lot of goals for struggling teams. It's not bad going. It's annoying though that he still says National League standard player, because I kind of want to try him a bit more than maybe Rob Street. Anyway, Kofi Balmer wants a new contract at the moment, and I tried to get Mullen to talk to him about it. Mullen said, well, he tried, but couldn't do it. Kofi, do I want to give you a new contract? No, not really. I'm not declined to even talk to you. I don't want to know about it. Also, I think a good way to maybe calm ourselves down a little bit is ask the board. Ask the board for some new stuff, right? That always goes down quite well. We've got 7 million in the bank account, a transfer budget of £1 million as well. Projection-wise, it's looking very positive. £5 million by the end of the season. It's looking good. So I think we need to improve the training facilities. We always ask for youth facilities to be improved. And finances, we can only decrease junior coaching, but can we increase youth recruitment? We can. Okay, let's ask for that. And they say yes to training facilities immediately. 1.8 million, beautiful stuff. That'll be really good for our players, especially when trying to improve them. Haaland wins best player in Europe. Loads of work permits for staff members are coming through. I've gone through and did all the staff stuff recently, so loads of work permits for our staff. Also, why do they get work permits? They're not playing international football. Why do they get one? Why can we not give one to our young Serbian kid? But, like, I don't know, Dirk Kuyt can get a work permit. Or Michel Vorm gets a work permit. I mean, why do these guys get them? Unfair. That's what it is. It's unfair. Board have said no to youth facilities, though, unless I can put a good case forward. Okay, I will put a good case forward and just keep pressing the convince button. And first time it's worked. I don't know what I said, but it's worked. So we're going to get new youth facilities too. They've also said no to youth recruitment. And again, I'll just keep pressing the convince button on it. And hopefully they eventually say yes to it. Okay, so all 3 requests have been granted. Excellent. £2 million there. Good to excellent. This is going to be fantastic. And then the youth facilities will be done in October, training in November. Okay, so maybe we can't sign players, but the players that we do have are going to have a great time with some new facilities. Well, we kind of thought this might happen. The Icelandic keeper won't get a work permit, so let's cancel that transfer immediately. But Cameron John, at least, a crappy left centre-back, is happy to join us as a backup player. Great. Well, at least someone's joining us, as Oliver Street is now upset. He wants a new contract. I think I gave him a new contract not long ago. That's a lie. It was quite a long time ago. Okay, well, Oliver Street, you can have a new contract. Kofi Balmer can't, but you can. We'll discuss it now, and actually we'll go straight in, offer a new contract. Important player? I don't know how I feel about important player. Regular starter. He wants important. Can I go? Fine. Important player it is, Oliver Street. 2.8 grand a week seems reasonable. 2.2 seems better to me. Appearance fee, drop that down. Clean sheet, keep it as it is actually, because we're not going to keep many of those this season. Get rid of some of those. Suggests he wants a bit more money, understandably. Suggest. There we go. Oh! This is actually quite promising. We're looking to get a work permit for Loic for the 12th of June. Please. Because I think with work permits, you have to play international football or you pay them a lot of money. And I don't know what that paying a lot of money actually is. But what were we giving him? Like 4 grand a week or something like that? As Ben Williams, the left back's coming in as well. Okay, excellent. So we've got a left back and a left centre back. So that's... yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be good. It's okay. He is better just about than Romani Smith. He is a bit better. But I've been recording for nearly half an hour and we've only gone 10 days into the future so far. I need to sort of pick the pace up a little bit. I do think this season we need to go heavy on players available for loan. Massively, and not all these players, by the way, on the scout reports are absolutely rubbish. We need to go heavy on the loan market, but a lot of players will still be on loan at various clubs as Loic has his work permit rejected. That's rather annoying. So even though we've offered him, what was it, $4,000 a week, that's not enough money per week to sort of bypass work permit laws. Surely he'll play for Cameroon at some point. Maybe you won't, actually. Looking at this, they've got their centre-backs currently play for Ghent, Hamburg. Other centre-backs play for Bordeaux, Antwerp, Nantes. Wrexham's a little bit off that right now. And that does suggest to me that actually maybe he's not quite the player like who's going to break into the Cameroon national team. Just yet. We can't justify it. Okay. Oh, 2 players gone, 2 players in. And what I might do, just so I can forget about them, right, and not try and sign them again in the future, shortlist, I can just remove you and you. Get out of here. So Swansea are offering Sean Raggett a contract, who are a decent championship team, came 16th, right? So that works for me. One more time. Let's just see if he's going to want a stupid contract. He does, right? I'm not bringing him in. I can't. Like, I think our wage budget is only £100,000 per week. I can't justify giving him 10% of it. In fact, what is it? Let's just double check this. What is it? It is 83. It's not even as much as that. 83. I can't justify giving him nearly, 15% that would be of the wage budget. Anyway, scouts have come in and they're more than happy to tell me about some players who look quite good out there. I think some of them are quite expensive. Matthew Smith, for example, really good centre mid, isn't got a contract expiring and is going to be very expensive. So he does want to leave the club, apparently. Transfer status is translated by request, but for 1.8 million, which, I mean, we don't have, sadly. This player here, though, centre mid, £85,000 a week from Norwich. The thing is, we don't really need centre mids and only League One current ability. So, but again, we know that already. We know they're all going to be League One quality players. We could do with a backup right back though. James Bree here currently at Hull is a wing back and actually has some pretty decent physicals by looks of things. Could be all right. Has played at Hull in the Championship for a long time actually. In fact, only played 1 or 2 seasons for Barnsley in League One a long time ago. Since then, has played all over the place. Current ability. League One, obviously, but maybe he could be quite useful for us. Has championship experience, quite good physicals by looks of things, and where they matter, the crossing could be pretty decent. Like, was it £250,000? 250. Let's put an offer in for this guy as a backup right back. You know, could actually take over the position from Bryce Hosanna if he's good. And so Hull wants 300k now. I mean, you've literally listed him for 250. Why do you want 300? I mean, other clubs are not bidding 300, but they are bidding more with add-ons. Okay, well, look. 300k it is then, but no add-ons. That's probably quite handy for us, as he has more interest in joining Barnsley, Portsmouth and Bristol. Well, same interest in Bristol Rovers. We have to sort of give him what he wants, right? I'll improve the coaching team. We've got some more coaching slots, so I can do that. So I'll leave that promise in there. Push it up to £4,000 a week, maybe. If we remove some of this rubbish. Appearance fee's got to come down. Clean sheet down. Unused substitute fee. Get rid. So maybe push it up to like 4.2k. He's surprisingly happy. Maybe shouldn't have gone so high on the wage, but still. Hopefully this is going to be good for us. But here we go. The circus for Jim McBangled is starting again now. Because Southampton offered us tons of money, they're offering us less right now. No, it was Sheffield United, I think, actually offered us over £1 million for him. I think it was Sheffield Wednesday, or United, sorry. Southampton want him for 300k, rising to £900,000, which is not enough. Reject. And now, of course, Jim is upset with this. Jim. Chris Johns, sort it out for me, will you please? That would be lovely if you could, and he can. Excellent. Brilliant. Thank you. And there we go. Sean Raggett's gone to Swansea as well. On 9 grand a week, basically. So less than he wanted from us. But I guess it is Swansea, I guess. Right, well, James Bree isn't joining us. He's gone to Barnsley instead. Even though we were paying him quite a bit more money. Thanks a lot. And this is another reason why it's going to be so hard to sign players. We're going to have the lowest reputation in the Championship by probably quite a long way. Players are going to be so much more interested in signing for other clubs than signing for us. And we're going to find out just how, bad we are to an extent. Is bad the right word? You know what I'm trying to say. Because the season is about to tick over. We've got the League One review where we are the overachievers of the season, which I massively agree with, because it does say here, pre-season expectations 17th place. And then we came third, won the playoffs. Like, massively overachieving. It's crazy. So, as we press continue to get past the leaderboards, it will tick over to be in the Championship, and we can just see what we're up against, really. So, the Championship. Here we are. Gosh, okay. Crystal Palace in the Championship. I mean, that's saying something, isn't it? That's what we've got to compete with. Like, surely Palace will be favourites for this. Season preview, Palace are at the top. We are right down at the bottom, as you would expect, 300 to 1. So we have some work to do here. I imagine as well, if we go to team detailed, we can't see stats yet. I was going to look for the wage bill, but I imagine in terms of wages we can pay, it's going to be right down at the bottom as well. But at least we can now scope Europe, according to the board. Very kind of them. And we've been given £3 million for TV deal this season. That's a nice chunk of money. Oh, okay. Southampton coming in with a big bid for Jim McBangle, nearly 2 million. I don't want to let him go. I'm going to keep saying no, because it does say that his transfer value is between like 1.1 to 3.4. So for me, I think anything less than 4 or 5 million is cut price. But the good news is we are about to jump into the 1st of July. Where John and Williams are about to join us, which is very good. We'll see these guys coming to the club any second. And now, this is where I feel confident in starting to pick up players on loan that are very good. So here we go. Ben Williams, the left back. Yeah, I like him. Obviously we could do better, but in the situation maybe we can't. If we do a direct comparison with Romani Medford-Smith, we can see that Williams is a little bit better. A little bit better, maybe. Cameron John, obviously, though, coming in to be a backup left centre-back. So we can move these guys into the team. We can put Cameron John as the backup left centre-back, which is sub 5. And then we can move, where is he? Ben Williams there. Excellent. Still some players to pick up, though, obviously. And obviously, it's not just limited to these positions. Anyone who could improve the team is welcome to join. Straight away, though, Hull want Liam Shepard, and I want to get rid of him. So this is a fantastic deal, which I'm going to accept straight away for any sort of price. He was meant to leave on a free, but we accidentally triggered a contract extension. So get some money for him. That's great. Rob Street is wanted by Wigan as an important player in League One. I might say yes to that and say no to Port Vale. If we can get him playing week in, week out in League One, this would be really good for his development and for us for next season. But suddenly, this loan list is not looking much more different, which is rather frustrating. Oh, dear me. Okay. Well, we can get around this. We can get around this. Well, first of all, let's get rid of the interested in loan bits. And then suddenly a few more players come up. Archie Harvey. Player good enough for the Championship. Right. We could do with another striker. Make an offer, a loan offer, and they say no. Man City don't want him to come to us. Well, what about Enzo? Enzo, we know he can play through the middle. League One. How much do they want to pay in wages? They want us to pay 100%, 15 grand. Okay, we can't do that. Or pay £1 million across the season for him. Suddenly, this idea of loan players is not looking ideal for. I mean, Carney. I know I like Carney, but it's not like I don't really want to bring him back. Maybe what I need to do is just get team reports. Just get a team report of the under-23s, please, from, I don't know who's the best, Jay. I'll trust you for this one, Jay. Man City, grab a team report, please, for the under-23s from Jay once again. If we drop it down to Man United as well, just get a team report for most Premier League teams and let's just see. There must be some good players there. Although, players are being released here from big clubs. Thiago, he could do a job for us, right? Thiago, want to sign for Wrexham? No, he doesn't. Of course he doesn't want to sign for Wrexham. Eric Bailly, you could do a job for us. Doesn't want to sign for it. Of course he doesn't. Ruben Loftus-Cheek, 28, in his prime. Doesn't want to sign for Granit Xhaka. Come on, lad. You want to come to Wales. It's a shame we don't have Ryan Reynolds in charge anymore because he's the type of person that could bring these players in, surely. Dan Lundulu, right. Plays for Lincoln City in real life this season. Not been brilliant in real life, I must say. In Football Manager, though, very, very good. Very, very good. And even didn't want to sign for us. I am panicking. I am panicking quite a bit now. Liverpool under-23s, though, team report. We can see the under-23 squad. If I sort it by whatever, what do I call squad view? How do I see? I want to see the stars. Experiment view? That's not it either. How do I copy a selection info? No. How do I see the stars? Reports? There must be a report thing here somewhere. Oh, international scouting apparently has the stars on it. Right. Sort it by current ability. Joel Matip, yeah, of course. He's not going to sign for us. Reese Williams, centre-back. Probably quite good. He's got 5 stars apparently. It's not telling me report-wise, but transfer, make an offer, loan. We can't quite afford his wages. We can pay him 90% though. When they say no. Okay, wait, I don't want to spend that much on him anyway. Aaron Casey is a right back / centre back. We could do with some centre backs, right? Transfer, make an offer, loan. They want us to pay 11 grand a week in his wages. No, we can't afford that. Latoro, this guy, he could be pretty decent as a striker. Transfer, make an offer, loan. You want to pay 15 grand. Why are they so expensive? Hang on, if I just insert column and I'm looking for contracts, because I need to find players who are cheap right now, basically. General, what am I looking for? Wage. Because this is becoming a bit of an issue. Sort it by wages instead from the bottom. And, okay, Leighton is leaving the club. Right, so we can't actually sign him because he's joining Columbus Crew. Right, that's not ideal. Basically, anyone who's good at Liverpool as a youth team are on stupid wages. Nico Williams might be quite good to bring in, though. On loan. He'd want to come in. No, we can't get him. High quality players needed. Well, I think Liverpool's out of the question then. That's annoying. Okay, so I've just gone through and I've got team reports being done for every Premier League team now. So hopefully we'll find something loan-wise. But Liam Shepard about to leave the club to join Hull City. That's a good move for him because he's terrible and I don't like Hull either. So, I mean, that's fine by me. Chris John's upset. Claire said no to Crystal Palace for him. And I've got to ask James Jones to sort this out for me, please. Can you sort it out for me, please? And yes, Chris John's happy to stay at the club. Excellent. So we should, fingers crossed, start to see some good team reports come through for Premier League under-23 teams with players who would want to come on loan to us. But hopefully a lot more reasonable price than the ones we've seen at other Premier League clubs. So Arsenal, for example, they've come up first. I won't go through every single team because this would be rather frustrating to go through every single team. And actually Arsenal's probably a bad example because, again, lots of expensive players here in terms of wages. I mean, Balogun would be great to bring to the club. However, well, they won't let him come to us anyway in the first place, but still, expensive. I mean, the fact that we're now down at Leeds and this is the next team I'm showing you, they've got some good players, but again, just on a lot of money. The money is the biggest issue, and the players who aren't a lot of money are players in positions that we just don't use. We don't use wingers. Don't use wingers, so Bogus would be a really good player to bring in. I like him a lot. Loan. High quality players needed. I really am panicking. I'm really panicking. Because even players interested in transfers are either all from like South America for some reason. I don't know why they're coming on scout reports. or they're just too expensive, or the players who have no clubs attached to them as well. I mean, what I should actually do here is probably add a condition for, it's on here somewhere, right? Yeah, so I can add a work permit required no or work permit chance likely. Now this might help a little bit. And apparently, Luis Henrique is on there. Right, who do you used to play for? Teams in Portugal. I don't know why you can get a work permit, but right now I'll take anyone, and you're Brazilian, so I quite like the look of that. Important player, yeah, fine. Bring you in, important player. Basically give you what you want at this stage. I'm panicking. So we will give you $5,500 a week. Anything you want, basically. Anything you want is pretty much fine by me. Suggest all of this kind of guff. $6,000 a week or 7 foot, whatever. Come on, Tom. There we go. Over the line. This guy's coming in, hopefully, fingers crossed, because apparently he might be able to get a work permit. Apo Holm, centre-back. I've heard of him before. Used to play for Leeds and Barnsley and Plymouth and has gone to America in recent years and not done very well there. Championship level player. Right, immediately approach to sign, regular starter. Yep, you can play every game if you want to, lads. Every game if you want to. That's. You can have release fee clauses if you want, because it will make us some money probably. Actually, they're quite low. Can we get rid of them? Yeah, let's try and do it. Everything else will leave the same. He wants a lot more money now. $5,000. 5 and 2.5. 5.5. Okay, deal, done. Who's this guy then? The Nigerian chap who can play across the... Who do you used to play for? Dinamo Zagreb. Oh, okay. And he can get a work permit, can he? Would likely get a work permit. Why did he play... Didn't play international... Why does he get a work permit then? I don't quite understand. Wants to play for us. I mean, at this stage, I am panicking. I've not looked at any of these sorts of things. I don't know how good they really actually are, but I just want to bring players in. If we get relegated, 4.3 million is fine. He can be sold for that. That's fine by me. Get rid of that and that. Appearance fee is very big. If we can bring it down to like 1.5 and bring this down to like 4.5, that's a bit more reasonable, but still we are paying a lot of... Very happy with that. Okay, that's concerning. Felix Nchima. I feel like he used to play for Man City and then Wolfsburg, and I think he is quite a good player. Can play centre mid. I mean, we don't necessarily need all these positions. We could do with players further back, but not for $17,000 a week. You're out the door. Strikers. Strikers is what we need, and this Stefano guy has got a bid on the table for... that never works, does it? He used to play for clubs in Argentina. Why can he get a work permit? Work permit likely. Information. Why? I don't understand why you would get a work permit. He is League One level championship potential. It's a striker. We could just do with some strikers at this stage. Regular starter. More of a squad player. He's happy with squad player. On a expensive contract again, 4.5. Bring some of these down. Appearance fees so big. Why do you want so much money? This is not how it's meant to work. I mean, I'll leave the wage up there. The appearance fee has to come. Okay, he's agreed to that at least. Okay, all of a sudden this makes me feel a bit better. Potentially 4 players coming in. Okay, now this is where it gets a bit scary. Work permits are being paid for 4 players. But Bangor new contract, great. But all these players are getting work permits sorted out in the next couple of days or so. And that's worrying. And it's all... Oh, Sheffield United could have some players reasonably priced and good enough levels for us. Ismaila Koulibaly. We don't really need the centre mids. That's the annoying bit. We don't need the centre mids, but we could do with the strikers. But with finishing a 5-12 and 8 goals in 50 games, I don't really think you're the one for us, Daniel. We've got a player. We've got a player. Why are you given a work permit? I don't understand. Information, nothing. He has no English nationality. So why do you get a work permit? I don't understand it. I'm not going to question it. We've got a player coming in. And it's beautiful. Very expensive in terms of contracts, but you've got to do it sometimes. You've got to do it. And here he is. Stefano is here. Good enough. Good enough. That's what he is. He's good enough. I think maybe not quite as good as Mullen or Alexander, but he's here to be backup, and that's the main thing. Here to be backup. Excellent. Oh, and Apo Holm as well. Didn't even need a work permit. He must have English nationality then. He does. Okay, it makes a lot of sense. Right, accept that. Brilliant. Another player coming in. 2. And this guy's actually really good as well. Oh, Ruben Colwill. I forgot all about him. We tried to sign him, didn't we? Yes, I do quite want Ruben Colwill. Finally, we can get him without paying £1 million in compensation. And I think this would be quite good if we can get rid of the release fee clauses and the sell on percentage fee and every way for him to make money in the future. So let's just leave the contract as it is like that. Suggest? Oh, he wants more. Of course he bloody does. Right, get rid of that. Get rid of the unused substitute fee. International cap bonus, yeah, go on. Team of the year, yeah. Have everything you want, basically. Apart from those things that I'm bringing down a little bit. He's getting cross. Okay, deal. Oh, Ronnie Stutter as well. Let's get him in on loan. I wanted to sign him permanently, didn't I? But I think a loan spell would be quite good. What? Oh. They want £1,000 a week and we can't afford that, apparently. Why? I'm spending too much on wages, committed spending wise. Okay, well, that is an issue. Let me just adjust the budget slightly, because we're not going to spend it all. So let's adjust it slightly, and then we can actually offer the 20%. That yeah. Well, they've now got up to a. Why have they put that up when they said they only want 20%? Oh, dear me. In my panic, I've probably gone too expensive on some players, haven't I? Whilst I've been panicking a bit. Well, look, I think... Well, I feel like we have to wait and see who joins the club now, basically. See which players are willing to join us. And then I think the wage bill might just sort of make our mind up, actually. See, Gary has had a £600,000 deal made by Lille. And the thing is, we can't get a work permit for him. Why can we not get a work... What I'll do is I'll apply for a work permit. And then maybe negotiate this if we can't get one. Oh, and Ruben Colwill also excited to join the club. Okay, another player joining us. This one's actually a really good one, I think. I'm a big fan of Reuben Colwill. And Luis Henrique as well. Tino's leaving to go to Newport County on loan, but Luis Henrique... Wait, do we need him now? Yeah, we do. He's Brazilian. You've always got to have a Brazilian in the team. He's in. That might have been was that a bad decision? I don't know. I don't think so. We've also had a work permit for... EIE, which I'm going to have to try and learn how to say properly because I feel like I'm saying it wrong. Either way, work permit agreed for him, who used to play for Dinamo Zagreb, and I feel like that is, pretty good. So we'll also accept this one as well. Suddenly we have quite a few attacking midfielders in the team, which isn't actually a bad thing, And then I think we're just waiting on Stutter to come into the team. And then that's all of our wage budget spent immediately. Pulled a hamstring out for 2-3 weeks. Brilliant. Thanks a lot, mate. Ben Williams also out for 2 weeks as well with a gashed lower leg. So 2 of our new signings taking each other out on training by looks of things, which is not ideal. Wolves, one of the last teams in the Premier League. Again, there's nothing really great there that's good value for money. So, mate, ignore them. I think I really have panicked a bit here. I think we maybe have made a couple of panic signings to the team, which I think is reasonable given the circumstances and the situation we were in. But I'm not entirely sure of my best starting 11 right now, where normally at this stage I've got a very solid idea in my head of who the best players are. And Stutter, you love to see it, is here. Happy to join the club. Good. I like this. So he's come in. And if you call it a jigsaw puzzle, he's the last piece of it, I think. So the team's actually quite big now. If we sort it by current ability, we've got some very good players in here. I'm a big fan. So if we go back to this screen, I think Aaron Hayden maybe has to make way here. Because it would only make sense to me to bring Apo Holm in the middle. Lennon has to play because he's got player of the season for League 2 and League 1. So he has to play. Oliver Street has to play because I love him. So he has to play. But I don't think he's the greatest. He's more of a wide player anyway than a player through the middle. So that's that. Hosanna and Williams. Yes. I think that's probably... we've only got one right back. Oliver Street can technically play there, but we might need someone better. For now, though, we'll have Williams there instead of Medford Smith. McBangle and James Jones in the middle is fine by me. The attacking midfielder, then, Ruben Colwill. Definitely, I think. He has to play. We have got a backup keeper in Serene. That's fine. He can play there. A backup right back is Aaron Hayden. He can kind of... not wing back, though, can he? We'll have him as more of a centre-back, I guess. Harry Boys actually probably should leave the club at some point. We have two strikers in Ronnie. Rob Street's not here anymore, so he's got to leave. And the guy from Argentina. And then we've got Luis Henrique and, of course, the other chap, who I can't pronounce. But he can play on the wing. And I feel like Ronnie can play on the wing too. So I think maybe we have a formation this season, if we need to use it, where we play wingers maybe. I'll be honest, this has not quite gone to plan. I've panicked a lot at the end here. An awful lot at the end, actually. But sometimes you need to panic. Sometimes you need to panic. Now, I still think we'll be 23rd. Or 2024. Yeah, we're still 24th. Yeah, I kind of thought that'd be the case. Also, the Media Dream 11 is just made up of Crystal Palace and Bournemouth players. No one else is in there. You know what? It's a start. It's a start. You know, we might go down. We also might not. And so far, we're battering everyone. You know, I mean, we've not played anyone decent so far. I mean, Hearts are decent. We beat them 3-0. I mean, we do a tricky start to the season. Barnsley, easy. Beat them. Wigan will win the cup game there. I think next episode, though, I will come back for Bournemouth and Palace, the teams who are predicted to come first and second this season. This will be the real test of how we might perform this season. So we'll do that tomorrow. But between now and then, I've got a bit of time to work out... I don't know what to work out. Something. We have players... That's good enough for me. We've got players. This season's going to be tough. But I'm excited for it. So, thank you very much for watching today's episode. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you have done, make sure you do drop a like on the video for me. Subscribe to the channel if you're new around here and leave a comment down below for the YouTube algorithm. I will see you next time. Have a lovely evening. See you soon. Goodbye.